Happy Wednesday. It's July 23rd, and the latest market stats for Palm Beach County just hit the market. I want to show you the one stat that every real estate agent is going to miss so you can make sure you can educate your clients a little better than your average real estate agent. No one's excited about a lot of the data. Closed sales down, median sale price down for the first time in quite some time, median time to contract up, median time to sale up, new listings down, pending inventory down. These are all data points that the doom and gloomers are going to come out with you. And they're especially going to talk about the month supply of inventory being up almost 27% year over year. That's where they're going to miss the most important stat that you can use as a real estate agent to better educate your clients as to exactly what's going on. I've got the latest report just released today on June data for Palm Beach County, single family homes only. If you're talking to a buyer who's looking at a single family home, they need to understand this metric right now. Everyone else is going to miss it. That statistic is the months of inventory, our active inventory. That is on page 7 of the Florida Realtors Market Stats report. And what you're going to see, what everyone's going to focus on is that it's up 26.7% year over year. The month supply of inventory is sitting at 5.7 months of inventory. Now we're still in a buyer's market at 5.7 months, but the thing everyone's going to miss, and I'm going to zoom in on it for you, is that inventory number actually peaked. Now, I've been telling people that I work with in one-on-one and group coaching that this was my suspicion. Last month, we saw it just a little bit. It wasn't enough to be a trend line, but now we've got 2 months, and that is a trend, folks. I think that single family inventory in Palm Beach County peaked in the month of April this year. It peaked at 5.9 months of inventory in April. That was 6,503 listings, and it's come down consistently for the past 2 months. Now, the reason is because inventory is a net number. It factors in not only new listings, but pendings, closed sales, withdrawn, canceled, and expired listings. And here's the thing that's happening in Palm Beach County. A lot of the sellers, a lot of the inventory that's on the market is not need to sell, it's wants to sell. Meaning if they can't get their price, they're taking their property off the market. If you dig further into the data, what you're going to see is that in Palm Beach County, we had more canceled, expired, and withdrawn listings in the past few months than we had closed sales. Sellers are taking their properties off the market. In addition, we're seeing new listings coming down. That number, I'm going to zoom in on that here, has been going down every single month since March of this year. So fewer sellers are putting properties on the market. Sellers that have been on the market are taking properties off the market, and inventory is still declining. This is a key statistic that everyone's going to miss. I don't want you to be one of those agents. If you're working with a buyer thinking that the market is just going to continue to improve for them, this data flies in the face of that. If inventory continues to come down because sellers refuse to reduce prices, they take homes off the market and they continue to withhold listings, buyers will have less options in the future. If you combine less options with a potential for a rate decline, which at this point is probably certain for the fourth quarter, you're going to see a lot of buyers re-enter the market when there is a lot less inventory than there is today. That means fewer deals. For buyers, this is the talking point. Inventory has peaked for this year, or at least that's the data we have right now. And we have good reason to believe that's true. Because of the time delay involved in this data, we're also seeing that home prices have just fallen for the first time in a real way this year. Median sale price down 5%, still essentially flat year to date, but 5% down in the month of June. Inventory is down now. Home prices fell from higher inventories earlier. That April peak inventory number affected June sale prices, right? That's the timing delay in our industry. Home prices are not likely to continue declining because of that inventory reduction. Less inventory today means prices will likely stay stronger. I'm projecting that for Palm Beach County, you're going to see flat prices, maybe end the year slightly positive 1%, perhaps, but inventory is likely to continue to decline because sellers are taking properties off the market or withholding them. If you're working with buyers who are sitting on the sideline, thinking inventory is going to continue going up and prices will continue going down, this data point flies in the face of their thesis, and you've got to be the one to point it out for them. If you have a seller who's thinking about being in the market, they need to be real and you need to understand before you waste your time on them. Are they a need to sell or a want to sell? If they're just out to test the water and see if they can get their number, it's not a great time for that. But if they are a need to sell and they're willing to price their property properly, you can get that deal done. There are still buyers in this market. Transactions are still happening. So I wanted to be the first person to hit with this data. I knew this was coming. I've been calling it for a while. I think we'll continue to see it. You've got to look at the trend line, not just at the raw year-over-year data, because what's happened since April is now 2 data points substantiating a possible peak in inventory in the month of April this year. If you have questions as a real estate agent as to what this means for you, how you should use it to advise your clients, and probably more importantly, how you can market this the right way, shoot me a DM. We've got a really cool product that we just put out, which uses ChatGPT and a couple of great templates that will take your market stats report, write a custom email for you, and give you 4 pieces of social media content to make you stand out in a market oversaturated with agents who just copy and paste the MLS reports. Don't be the guy who just shares the MLS market stats. Tell your clients what it means for them. We can leverage technology to do that. And I'm happy to help you. Get out there, help some people buy and sell houses, be the expert. That's what your clients want from you.